Hi guys, my name is Moshumi and welcome to my live lunch with the dietitian. Super excited for you guys to be joining me today. And today's topic actually was a topic that has been requested by some of my clients. So for those of you who watched me last session, I chatted and we talked about seeds, seeds, how good they are, how much to have, and so on. And so then I got a lot of requests to discuss about seed cycling, what it is, how is it done, and so on. And of course, I am going to, like always, add my little dietitian's tip in there. So again, welcome. I'm very excited for you guys to be here. And again, today's topic is seed cycling, kind of a continuation of what I did from last week. So what is seed cycling? Basically, seed cycling, guys, is more of like an alternative medical practice, I would say. And it is basically believed to help regulate our reproductive hormones in our body. Now, you might ask me, is this like a scientifically proven method? There is not a lot of scientific evidence for this. However, it is one of those things that has been done for the longest time. And some people actually absolutely believe in it. It really works. And if you ask me as a dietitian, what is my take on this? This is what I would say. There is nothing wrong in trying it because it's not going to harm you, right? And a lot of people, as we know, are on like the hormone replacement things and, added hormones to help balance things. And as all of you know, I am a big believer in everything natural. So to me, seed cycling, if it works, it's wonderful, right? It's all natural. We are just basically working with a few seeds and their importance in like the two phases of a woman's menstrual cycle. Basically, your follicular and then your luteal phase. So basically, the two hormones that, kind of balance our whole cycle, or our reproductive hormones, are basically, our estrogen and our progesterone, and levels of this, differences in the levels is what creates many things we see in women. For example, skin conditions like your acne, hair, hair problems, weight changes, if you're having fertility issues, very heavy or not so heavy flow. I'm trying to think what else seed cycling helps with. Mostly this, then, there is, of course, the pre and the post menopausal things. So yeah, seed cycling has, like I said, it's not scientific, but it's one of those natural things that a lot of people believe in and has had, and a lot of people have had a lot of use with this. So how do we do this? How do we work seed cycling, or how does this work? So like I said, guys, there's the two phases, right? So the first one is your follicular phase, or what we call phase one. And this is where, basically from day one of your periods to about 14, 15 days till you're like ovulating, that is called your phase one. And what does seed cycling recommend? So basically with seed cycling, we are working with primarily the 4 seeds. We've got pumpkin, we've got flax, sesame, and sunflower, right? So during the first phase, or the phase one, we are basically using pumpkin seeds and flax seeds. And what seed cycling recommends, or what seems to work, is you grind your seeds. So basically, just take like a coffee grinder, grind your seeds, and then have 1 tablespoon each of both. Like I said, a lot of the science behind is the lignans, the essential fatty acids that are in these seeds, along with, of course, the zinc and the vitamin E and how it reacts with your hormones and your body and so on. So again, for those of you who are just joining me, my name is Moshumi. Welcome to my lunch with a dietitian. Very excited. Whether you're watching me live or you're just watching a replay, please go ahead and share my videos. Feel free to look into my blog. And also, guys, I just launched a few weeks back, I launched my YouTube channel, Dietitian Moshumi. So if you miss any of these lives, I always upload them into my YouTube also. So definitely take a peek in there. And today we are quick talking about, it's like a continuation from last week where we talked about seeds. And today we are talking about seed cycling and hormones and, how it helps regulate some of the hormones in our body. So phase one, we are talking about like the phase one, which is again from day one of your periods to about 14 days, approximately 2 weeks till ovulation is called your phase one, or this is your follicular phase. And what is recommended is you have 1 tablespoon of your flax seeds and your pumpkin seeds. And you do this for about the 14 days every day. It's not said that you have to have it at a certain time. If you're following through, I usually say, hey, easiest way, mix it in your smoothie in the morning, you're done. It's one thing off your mind. So that's my recommendation. But again, it depends on you, how you want to do it and so on. So basically, flax as well as your pumpkin seeds. These help your estrogen phase. This is the first phase, right? And what happens is at this time, estrogen levels are low and they're increasing in preparation for your ovulation. And that's where, in this follicular phase, is where these 2 seeds are really helping you. Pumpkin seeds are very high in zinc. And so, they're wonderful because they will also help you move into the next phase, which is your luteal phase. So they help with the progesterone, in hiking up the progesterone there. So that's why we are, our seed cycling is suggesting doing the pumpkin seeds. And of course, like I said, your flax have these lignans, which I think I even discussed, if I'm not mistaken, in my last live. So basically, flax have lignans in them which bind to your excess estrogen, right? So basically, they create the balance that we are looking for. And then, of course, they've got all the omega-3s, which also help during inflammation during this phase. Again, that is the science in short of why, we are recommending this. Now, as a dietitian, also this is a phase, like I said, estrogen levels are slowly increasing. Dietary wise, it's also one of those phases, where you feel like your energy might be low. So I would recommend doing like your slow release carbs. Also, you're having your periods right now, which means you're losing the blood. So what you might want to do is load yourself, or let's not say load, let's say have more added iron, things with iron rich, like your leafy greens, things like that, your beans and so on. And make sure, guys, to have your vitamin C also, so the iron is absorbed. So that's my little, of course, my dietitian tip that I say, that's important during this phase. It is, I will kind of stop here and say it is important. The reason why I'm talking about this is because it's important for us to recognize our body and the phases it goes through, because I'm telling you, more and more I'm studying about hormones and the effect that it has on our body, that tells you how important it is to make sure we are regulating. And we can do that. Some of it we can with like our food choices, with our lifestyle, what we are doing in terms of exercise and so on. Like when you have your ovulation, you might feel like, your energy levels are good there. So optimize that time, that phase, to maybe work out a little bit more. So again, just giving you guys some tips and some ideas of how we can work through this phase. So that was phase one, which we talked about, and now we will talk about the second phase, which is our luteal phase. Okay. Hopefully everybody got their water today, right? All right, perfect. Again, for those of you joining me, guys, my name is Moshimi. I am a registered dietitian. I have my own private practice here in Michigan. I do these lives every Friday at noon with topics of interest, health, food, anything related. I definitely take into account any suggestions by my friends, family, clients. Absolutely. So definitely put in, if you're watching me, put in a comment there, join me, share my videos. I love sharing sharing any knowledge base I have with you guys. And as you all know, I'm a big believer in all things natural. Let's stay away from any of those synthetic process things, right? So today's topic again is all about natural, how we can naturally kind of try to regulate our hormones, and more than anything recognize what is going on in our bodies, because like I see so much in my clientele. Most of my clients happen to be women, whether it be pre-post menopausal issues, weight gain. They might be doing everything right, but they're still not able to maybe lose the weight, and just other like skin issues, different issues that come in with aging, or of young girls even, with not having regular periods, having maybe a heavier flow. So there is absolutely there is nutrition in your lifestyle to play with that. Another important thing that I always like to mention, this is especially for the young girls out there, if you notice that you are not having your periods regularly, think about it, give it a thought. Are we undernourished? Are we under eating? Are we not replenishing our body? Are we overworking? Meaning, are we working out too much? So there's I've seen this so much, especially with my younger clients, and this whole body image and so on, that I really, really want to, work on this and let you guys know that, sometimes the things that are happening naturally in our bodies, and the need for nourishment is so important. So, again, like I always say, I work with weights, and I always call it weight goals. It's not necessarily weight loss. So to me, weight is one parameter, but it is not everything. So again, before I kind of drift off, because I am so passionate about this whole food, nutrition, how it reacts with our body, let's get on to phase two of our seed cycling, which is your luteal phase, right? And this is basically starting from about day 15 to day 28. That is your phase two. Now, with seed cycling, if you want to do seed cycling, what you want to do in this phase, which is phase two, basically, you are going to have, again, 1 tablespoon, and guys, they do recommend all raw seeds. So basically for this phase, then you are doing 1 tablespoon of your raw sunflower seed and 1 tablespoon of sesame seed, both ground, raw, no added salt, nothing. To actually see results, you really want to kind of work with these things. And how long does it take to see the results? About 90 days, about 3 months, because like I said, I love my seeds, and absolutely recommend it to all my clients and friends, family. And so yeah, before you see a change, it takes about 3 months on an average. So basically in this phase, which is from like I said, from like the day of your ovulation to before your periods, you basically want to try these two seeds, again ground 1 tablespoon, and these basically are helping your progesterone phase, right? So these two seeds, and like I said, we do see again a drop in our estrogen levels after ovulation, and the progesterone is also slowly increasing here. So basically these two seeds, they help build up our uterine linings, and they also help, of course, regulate our estrogen levels, because again, like I said, they, like sesame seed, it has the lignans that it can bind with our estrogen and then make sure that the estrogen levels are regulated. Plus, there's plenty of omega-6s. So in this phase, we are again pushing our sunflower and our sesame seeds. And like I've told you guys, also sesame seeds, very high, very good source of zinc. So it does help with our so it's great for our body, and it does help also with our progesterone production. So that's also needed, and like I said, it helps block some of that excess estrogen in there. Sunflower seeds, great, like I discussed even in my last video. Your vitamin E, selenium, again, these things help boost our progesterone production, right? So that's why we are using this more in the progesterone dominant phase. And like I said, during the time of your ovulation, you might see good energy levels. So, work on this so you can actually start, since your energy levels are high, work on exercising a little bit more. Again, not going to harm you, right? So that's that. A few other things that I kind of wanted to mention is also during this phase, the luteal phase, especially, you'll see good energy during ovulation, but then that energy levels go down and you start feeling kind of sluggish and tired before, if you've noticed, before your menstrual cycle starts, right? So what are we doing? Again, slow release carbs, progesterone levels, they might be high during this time, and that can cause some constipation issues. So let's, work your fiber in at during this phase. So that's important too. So diet-wise too, the reason I got this topic, like I said, it was one of the topics that many people asked me to talk about. And the reason I am bringing this topic up is because hormones play such an important role in our bodies and how our bodies are behaving. So whether it be journaling, if you want to journal, because sometimes I know it's hard to realize when, we are ovulating to the start of our cycle. How do you know, and how do you regulate these seeds and things like that? Journal. If you do not have regular periods, journal. And like I said, even during pre-menopausal phase, things might be irregular, especially during pre and post-menopausal. I think I said this even last time, really push for those sesame seeds, okay, guys? So anyways, yeah, keep those questions coming. And again, any topics you want me to get covered, I would love to do that. Definitely watch my YouTube channel too, since I'm uploading all of this in there also. Follow my blog. I try to put in some recipes in there. And very soon, in the next few weeks, I am planning to talk about all different spices, because again, there is so much to the spices, so much you can do and so much you can reverse in your body just with using the right spices. The one thing I do want to say, with whether it's seed cycling or anything, all of this, guys, works when you have a nice, balanced, well-rounded diet, right? The only thing is that when you know which phase you're in, whether you're in the follicular or the luteal phase, so you can work your body body like that, meaning what should I eat in terms of fiber? Maybe my body needs a little bit more fiber and things like that. So things to keep in mind. Again, thank you so much for joining me. Always a pleasure. I love seeing you guys on here. And today has been again one of those days. I still don't have my whole lunch ready to showcase, but this is what I am doing for lunch today. I'm doing a kale salad with spicy chickpeas on it. That is ready, and then I am making this dressing. This is tahini. Love tahini for my dressings. The tahini, honey, and then I'm going to squeeze some lemon juice, salt and pepper. That's going to be my dressing. My protein is going to be my spicy chickpeas that I put in there. And then my kale, spinach. I'll probably throw in some carrots and beets too. Winter salad, right? So have a good one, guys. I will see all of you again next week. Don't forget to join me. It's always on my page. The recorded one is there. Otherwise, just follow my YouTube channel, A Dietitian Moshmi. I look forward to hearing from you guys, and I will see you guys next week. Take care now. Bye.